everybody. I'm Sean Alexander, and welcome to the 14th Annual Talbot Center Gala. This year's going to be a little bit different. We got COVID, social distancing, people can't get on planes, can't say hi. But Talbot Center, you're still doing what you've always done for decades now. Taking care of the sick, the hungry, the homeless, and the mental ill. Mama D and Papa Greg, I thank you. Now this year's different because we're going virtual. So there's no suits and there's no ties, no getting knotted up, no beautiful dresses, none of those cakes. Y'all know what I'm talking about, desserts for days. But we're still gonna do what we do. Our goal is to raise $200,000 and we can do it. Now, being the MVP on the football field is a great honor, it's a great thing, but we also are going to honor our MVP of the community. And this year it's gonna go to Luke Wilson. Great teammate, great friend. Thank you, Luke, for being a part of Talbot Center. Thank you for being a part of impacting the community. Let's all get on. Let's have a great evening tonight. Let's raise the money and let's go do something special. Talbot Center welcomes you. Everybody, have a great evening.
Good evening and welcome to Talbot Center's 2020 Fall Gala event. Our theme this year is Join the Solution, and that is what you've done this evening. We look forward to having a great time. We'll be honoring Luke Wilson from the Seattle Seahawks. Our thanks to the Seahawks and to Guild Mortgage, our major sponsors, but to all of our supporters. And here we go.
Talbot Center has changed my life in terms of helping me to stay spiritually committed to this process. One aspect is Bridget and her sincerity. I had some deaths occur in my family, and she went out of her way to call me on a Saturday to check to see how I was doing. And I've never really engaged with treatment providers on a level like that, where I felt like they genuinely cared. There's just a level of people being real and honest about where they're at in their recovery, and it makes me grateful for what I have in terms of my recovery and my sobriety. Your generosity helps people find and maintain hope.
Hello everybody, I'm back, and it is time for one of the most important parts and my favorite parts of the night. It is time for the ask. Our goal is to raise $200,000, and I just want to tell you, when I first got to see Talbot Center at work, I was a player, I was young, and I got to walk through the building and I saw three needs. A need for people to get food because they didn't have it. I saw a need for people to have shelter because they didn't have it. And I saw a need of something I didn't really understand, the mental ill. And I saw doctors taking care of people and walking them through how to get themselves into a productive way of thinking. So there was a need mentally, a need physically with food, a need for shelter. And then there was a fourth need. There was a need to fund it. All of y'all are here because y'all have been given a lot. And I just want to ask for just a little piece of what y'all have been given to help Talbot Center help people with those needs. We're trying to raise $200,000. We need all that you can give. Come and be a part of this with us. Help us help those that are really in need. Whatever you give, we're saying thank you before you even started. But reach down in your pockets and give.
It was very dark. I've been abused sexually, physically abused. So I've gone through a lot. I've had a horrible life, but that's okay. I just love this place so much. They've helped me just to keep on keeping on, just keep on the right track. There's just been so much guidance and so much love here. It's a powerful place. It's amazing how much they just love people. There's so much that they can give to other people that are struggling in their addiction, that are hurt little boys and hurt little girls. If they could just help us, that would be wonderful. They would be helping so many people that are hurt, to guide them, to love them, to give them a place that's nurturing and loving. It's family here. We become a big family.
All right, folks. First of all, it is my absolute pleasure to be here. I'm sorry that we could not all get together in person. It sounds like and feels like we've said that about 1,000,000 times this year. Hopefully, one day soon we can get together with the gang and see each other, have some breakfast at the Matt Talbot Center. But in the meantime, we have a very, very special announcement with a very, very special person, no question about it. Our friend from the Seahawks, Luke Wilson, tight end, is with us right here on the line. Luke, how are you, pal? What's going on?
Softy, I'm doing good, man. Appreciate you having me. And like you said, kind of navigating COVID, but hanging in there.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, we appreciate you doing this. And we are here because we are celebrating a victory for you. And you've had some pretty awesome wins in your career. Obviously, the 2013 championship, 2014 Super Bowl. You know what it's like to scale the highest mountains the NFL has to offer. But you are now being awarded. And this is an award that some pretty big names have received, including Walter Jones, Russell Wilson, Mike Bennett, Cliff Averill. The Sean Alexander Community MVP Award for 2020 goes to you, my friend. So on behalf of everybody at the Matt Talbot Center, Greg, Alex, and company, the community here in Seattle, congratulations, pal, and thank you for everything that you are doing for our city and for our town. That's a pretty awesome job by you, man. So way to go.
Softy, I appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody, whoever nominated me at the Matt Talbot Center. Greg, obviously, I know you're probably listening. I appreciate the award. I remember, I'm going to guess it was 7-8 years ago. I met Greg at the facility. These were pre-COVID times, you know, when we had people that were allowed to come in the facility. And he invited me to the breakfast at the Matt Talbot Center, and just kind of what I saw there was the work they're doing. I mean, it's nothing short of amazing. And just what they've been able to accomplish, I'm sure what they're going to continue to accomplish. It's pretty special. So just to be a very small part of that, I feel pretty honored.
No, for sure. And look, we don't just give this award out to people because they have great hair, like you.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah. But we give this award to people because they actually make a difference and do things in the community. So talk maybe a little bit, Luke, about what you do off the field and what you do to kind of help people out around here.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny, but when I first started, a lot of my efforts were more geared towards my hometown in Canada and such. But as I've, kind of grown a little older, I really do consider Seattle and the surrounding areas my home. I'm not sure what the future holds for me, but I have a feeling that this might end up being my permanent residence one day. So, just being able to get involved with some local stuff, kind of small things here and there, and then obviously some of the bigger stuff like Matt Talbot Center has been pretty special. And I know that homelessness right now is a problem, especially in this city, and it's going to take a lot of people, to kind of rally to find solutions for this problem. And
yeah, no doubt. And the impact of COVID is obviously gigantic. What's it been like for you as an athlete when you know that obviously you have a job to do, and bringing the virus into the locker room could be catastrophic, clearly, for your odds of playing on a Sunday afternoon? What's your life been like the last couple of months?
To be honest, in season with or without COVID, I'm either at the facility or pretty much a homebody. There's the odd maybe Friday night home game dinner, maybe Sunday after the game. But we spend, Softy, you've been around quite a bit. We spend a lot of long hours at the facility. But just kind of making more smart choices, I guess, when you leave has just been the biggest change. And Pete's been doing a great job. Like I said, as far as, hey, a lot of times we play a Sunday game, 1:00. If I've got family or friends in town, I'll go out to dinner after. All that is, first off, I don't have very many family and friends in town now because nobody's coming. But, you just make sure that you kind of stay home when you can and focus in, because you don't want to be that guy. I'll be honest. I don't want to be that guy who, slips up, makes a mistake, and like you said, brings the virus into the locker room, because especially with what we're hearing, it could cause potential forfeits, really put us at disadvantage on Sundays if we don't forfeit. And it looks like as we are now, we're going to be pretty competitive, especially late in the year. Every game's really going to count.
Luke, how difficult has it been for you guys to go out there and play with no fans in the stands?
Yeah, I think that it's been very challenging. And I think that it's been a huge disadvantage, especially home games. I look at myself on the road, games that I've had to play on the road. You always factor in crowd noise, and I can only imagine what it's like playing here in a regular season game. I played against the Seahawks one time, but it was a 4th preseason game, so I wouldn't really say that counts. But my point is, I really do think that teams fear, and it's just a huge level of preparation coming up here to play us. So they're getting off the hook a little bit, not having the 12s there, but I'm sure that I'm hopeful that, maybe there'll be a few let in later this season. And, once this virus gets under control, hopefully next year we'll be back to normal.
Well, no doubt. We're all wishing to get in there and get to a game. Absolutely. Hopefully the postseason, maybe the NFC Championship. You never know. So you guys are doing great, man, handling all this. Honestly, there's been a lot of teams around the NFL that have had issues, and so far, knock on wood, the Seahawks are not one of them. So you guys have done a phenomenal job, and you've done a phenomenal job on the field and off the field, man. So on behalf of the Matt Talbot Center, Greg, Alex, and the entire staff, congratulations on the 2020 Sean Alexander Community MVP Award. I know there's a spot in your trophy case somewhere at home where you can pop that bad boy and show your kids, show your grandkids one day. But thank you again for everything you do, man. Go Hawks. Appreciate it. Stay safe, and we'll talk soon, man.
Thank you, Softy. And once again, I just want to say to everybody at the Matt Talbot Center, continue doing the great work you guys are doing, and I really appreciate the award. But you guys are really the heroes and deserve all the awards. So thank you very much.
Yeah, well said. Awesome stuff. Luke, thank you again, pal. Appreciate it, buddy.
All right, Softy.
You got it. Go Hawks. Luke Wilson. Guys, back to you. Perfect. That was great.
All right.
All right. Awesome, dude. Thank you, buddy. We'll talk soon. I'll see you.
Talk soon. Bye now.
Hi, I'm Terrence Lewis with the Matt Talbot Center. The Matt Talbot Center not only serves individuals who suffer from substance abuse, we also service individuals who suffer from homelessness. And it's because of your generous donations, we're able to provide housing for 15 of our men who come through our programs. We thank you for your generous donations and ask that you will continue to pray for us as we continue to do the service that Matt Talbot has been called to do. Thank you and have a great day.
Greetings, virtual gala participants. My name is Brendan Curran, and I am current board chair of the Matt Talbot Center. Myself and my wife Amy, who is also on the board, have been closely involved with the center for nearly 20 years now. First through Christmas dinners organized by our church, and then over the past 4 years through board participation. So, what is it about the Matt Talbot Center that sets it apart in our complicated downtown landscape of addiction, homelessness, and alternative paths to recovery? At its core, I believe it's the open hand of assistance without judgment, combined with the unwavering requirement of personal responsibility. The counselors and clinical staff at the Matt Talbot Center are world-class, and the statistics speak for themselves. As of pre-COVID 2019, here are some of the key data points. 258 people served through the MTC's year-long intensive outpatient treatment program, which is provided without charge. Charges for alternative outpatient treatment programs range from $10,000 to $50,000 for a typical 90-day program. 1,040 class hours provided for clinical and life skills curriculum. 4,500 hours of referral, outreach, and assessment services provided. 98% of members placed in safe, stable housing since joining the MTC. 8,760 nights of shelter provided through partnerships with housing providers. 11,410 meals served across our daily programs, community events, and Sunday services. The list goes on, but I think you get my point. The MTC is a critical backstop downtown for any person with nowhere left to turn. Let me also add that in 2020, in the midst of the COVID crisis, through fast action and quick transition to virtual counseling for members in their care, the MTC has had 0 positive tests of COVID-19 for both staff and members. The Matt Talbot Center is truly a miracle at 3rd and Bell, a beacon of hope in a troubled city. Thanks for your consideration and support of this worthy cause tonight.
It's a longer program, but Matt Talbot is more about connectivity, I think, than it is about length or intensity. By the end of it, I walked away with some friends that I never thought I would ever make. People I hang out with and who I spend a lot of time with to this day. We talk about everything under the sun, from how I'm feeling that moment to how's school going. It just is something that I've always wanted to have, because as a kid I grew up moving around from here to there to here to there, and I never really had a chance to have like real long-term friends. So like friends are an important thing for me, and I have those now because of Matt Talbot. So he gave me tools for developing social skills. It taught me how to be myself here before I have to go out there. That's what the first 4 months did for me. Matt Talbot's not about them saving our lives, it's about teaching us to save our own lives.
As the evening comes to a close, I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you to all of you for joining the solution. And a special thanks to our friend Luke Wilson for his support over all these years. Congratulations as the community MVP for 2020. We wish you all a blessed holiday. Thank you all for your continued support, and go Hawks.